Awesome. So walk me through the major elements that you're finding to be the most helpful.
Uh, I think honestly, since we've been talking and doing, doing this, I think my ball striking and consistency is a lot better.
Awesome. So regarding the actual changes to posture, what has been the most pronounced in terms of what you feel like is adding an extra layer of consistency? If you can kind of walk me through
Um, definitely like being closer to the ball. I definitely had to do a little swing change there, but it's definitely for the better. I'm hitting it more consistently on the club face, in the center of the club face rather than, having it go, all over the club face, which is obviously going to give better results.
For sure. And if I can get a little feedback as well regarding, the effectiveness of these Zoom lessons, again, how effective do you think it's been, doing stuff like this, even compared to being in person? Do you think there's much of a difference?
I mean, I think the communication either way is great. I think being in person, it just gives it a more, personal feel, and you're able to, you know, sit down and talk. But I think these Zoom lessons are awesome.
Awesome.
I have I have no I have no complaints at all.
So let's walk through this a little bit and kind of checkpoint the stuff we've talked about so far, and then we're going to dive a little bit more into the some deeper elements in terms of going through these different power moves. So as we recall, the big things that we were able to work on, you talk about being a little bit closer to the golf ball. That's a function of getting deeper into your posture while maintaining that engagement of the scapula. And so that's what's going to allow that club to be working much more on plane, where before it was much more inside. And even for you, that over the top move that we saw previously, that's very much mitigated by understanding exactly how we want to keep the shoulders in that little bit more of a neutral position.
Yeah.
So what we're going to go through today, so again, to checkpoint the stuff we've gone through, we've talked about neutral ankle, which is, pardon me for, and I'm recording this as well for your own edification as well. We talked about neutral ankle, which is, pardon me for kicking this off, is we want to be sure that the ankles themselves are not rolled out, that we're turning them in a little bit. That engages the upper inner thighs and allows the lower body to clear more efficiently. We've also talked about hinging the thighs back to get the weight more over the ankles, to get the spine more neutral, giving more room for the arms to hang. Because what we saw with you is you're getting too far away from it, which was causing the shoulders to protract and the club more inside. So you've done, in these last two sessions, a really phenomenal job in terms of polishing the posture. And you've actually taken to this really quickly, in that even working with a guy like Bernhardt, the first 2 months was working only on posture. The combination in the shoulders engaged, hinging into a better neutral position. And so what we're going to be able to talk about now is how to control ball flight via the secondary tilt of the spine. So whether we want to hit a little bit more of a draw versus a little bit of a cut. And we're also going to dive into these 4 different power moves, as we call them. Utilizing the shoulder blade more efficiently to create more torque. How to leverage the ground in terms of the pressure shift. How we create more width, as well as how we understand how that trail arm folds. And the next piece after that is going to be more of the downswing sequence, which is how do we actually power through the golf ball by the combination of not just for left side, but understanding that's what's going to allow my left side to clear more efficiently the downswing is straightening back of that left knee. That's what's going to get the lower body to clear. And if we work that in tandem with the full extension on the way down, by virtue of letting everything release, we're maximizing the flash speed of the golf. So again, what I want to say, just kind of giving a little bit of closure for getting past the posture piece is what we talked about. I want to take my hat off to you for doing certainly a lot of the grunt work when it comes to, putting together the reps at home, going through the drills, and really catalyzing a change. Because the guy that I'm seeing in front of me right now is a very different golfer than what we saw, even 2 weeks ago, in terms of the efficiency by which you're rotating, like getting the body essentially out of its own way. So before we dive a little bit deeper, do you have any questions regarding the posture elements that we've changed so far?
No. I think it's right on with what I want to accomplish.
So all we're gonna do is we're gonna dive deeper from here. You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed watching that private Zoom lesson, as a critical part of the learning process is actually found in watching other students going through the exact same breakthroughs in their game that you're looking to accomplish. And if you want to schedule a one-on-one private Zoom coaching session with me, go and click the link or the button in the description below, and you'll be taken to my personal calendar where you'll be able to easily schedule a one-on-one coaching session with me where we will literally spend an hour polishing every element of your golf swing. And again, I really do appreciate your interest in who I am and what I do, and cannot wait to be the guy that all your golfing buddies absolutely hate this season. So if you want to schedule your one-on-one coaching session with me, go and click the button below.